the contestant Lê Nguyễn Tín from Phú Hòa Secondary School, and she will present her point of view about the topic. So students biological for this elementary and high school. Give your opinions. Please give a big clap for her.
Good morning, teachers and friends. My full name is Lê Nguyễn Tín, and I'm a student in class 92 of Phú Hòa Secondary School. And today, it is a great honor for me to participate in this English speaking contest because it's a great chance for me to gain my knowledge and share with you guys my own experience. So, before we get started, I have some questions to ask some of the students in the audiences. So, do you guys have your own smartphones? And what do you usually use it for? And do you guys usually use your phones in school? Well, nowadays, a lot of people are debating about the problems that should students be allowed to use phones in elementary or high schools. So, from my observation, this problem should be considered in both sides. So, first of all, considering the advantages of using phones in our schools, one of the biggest advantages of using phones is it is one of the greatest learning tools for children. What I mean is students. Well, as you know, taking a common example, like every time you're studying in class, there will be some situation that you cannot catch up with the teaching speed of the teachers. So in those situations, you need to use your phones to take photos, record videos, or record audios so that you can take notes of your knowledge in your notebook at home or later. You can also review your knowledge when the lessons end. And so what is more, when teachers provide you very difficult questions that you cannot do it by yourself, you can use your phones to search out for information and knowledge from the internet so that you can provide them to the teachers, and it contributes a lot in building your lessons. So moving to another advantage that using phones in school brings to students is that it allows you to have entertaining activities. So in break times, you're allowed to play games, listening to music, or chat with your friends. And what is more, many people say that the period of going to school is one of the most beautiful periods of our life. So by using our phones to record a lot of beautiful moments of our students' life, it allows us to save our memories, and I strongly believe that it is a very good way to make strong relationships with our friends, and that we can review our memories in the future when we miss our friends. And last but not least, another benefit that using phones in school brings to us is that it supports us in many emergency situations, like when we have to read some notifications of our families in many emergency situations. And what is more, nowadays many students have their own class group so that their teachers can send them announcements about their lessons or about what their school are requiring them to do. But as you know, everything is a double-sided knife, so using phones in school also have their own disadvantages. So I think the biggest disadvantages of using phones in school is that it causes very big interruptions to teachers and friends. So while you are learning a lesson, many notifications from your app will pop up, and as you know, some students have to stop and then check the notifications, and they lose their concentration on the study. So it makes the quality of the lessons and the students go lower. And if this happens in a long term, the abilities of students will be lower in the future. And lastly, a very big disadvantage that using phones in school brings to students is that it makes children lose their learning skills. So a lot of children nowadays depends too much on their phones to search out for information, and then they lose their information finding skills, and they are not able to solve problems by themselves. So all in all, with all of the advantages and disadvantages that using phones in school brings to students, I still strongly believe that phones should be allowed to use in schools because it provides students a lot of advantages. But I strongly suggest that schools should give out stricter rules so that students can use their phones in better ways and it won't bother teachers and friends. So that's all about my topic. Thank you for listening.